I mean, obviously you were just in Phoenix. I kind of want to do a recap. We got a lot of questions about everything about Phoenix. So I just want to hear like your opinion. It seemed like all the athletes, based on just Instagram, like really loved the event. Like, so what was your thoughts on it?
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
Like everything you'd think of walking into an NBA arena, it felt like you were going to an NBA game kind of thing, like when you're in the stands and concessions. And I walked through the front and, you know, they had all the signs and the billboards, and it was players on it and AVP branding and sponsors, and it really felt like you were going to a big event. And then obviously we didn't fill the whole stands. They had it blocked off, but the court was pretty front and center, well lit up. VIP, which sold out like the first day or two. It was just epic. The arena felt like it was like loud and pumping, and you could see the Jumbotron, all four sides was running. It just felt like a real big sporting event. The sand was a little jumpy. There's no wind, so it felt like kind of indoor. It felt different, but I think it's sweet. Like, that's our one-off event where, okay, the indoor guys are probably going to be bombing their serves, like feeling more confident, and we had the men's final was 4 ex-NCAA MVP indoor players in the final, and I thought it was really entertaining. The fans felt like they were comfortable. They can show up for 1-2 matches and not like have to like walk around and try to find somewhere to stand, or like they just had seats. They're comfortable there to watch that one show. Everyone's watching one thing, not walking around the whole venue. And like, it's like, the crowd's decent today, but if everyone in this whole place was in one place watching, it would be awesome. And so we had that. I thought it was just epic. I don't think we need to run a whole tour as an indoor tour, but if we had like
one or two, or even like
3, let's say we got up to 10 events, right? And we do the indoor series. It's not the gold series, but it's the indoor series. Yeah. You have those 3, then you have the gold series, which are the 3 bigs, and then 4 of the other ones. Yeah. Something like that. Pretty cool. It'd be really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised. Like, I was like, I wonder how Phoenix, like, doesn't seem like a place that's super big on beach volleyball. Like, I don't really know, but I was like, really, Phoenix? And then I was watching online, and I was like, I was worried that it was. I figured they would fill like the one side where the camera was gonna be. So
I didn't even think we would fill that. I was worried about like we'd be like 10 rows up, and the camera would have to like pan down. First match of the first day. Yeah, that whole section was full. That's
really cool.
And then people started creeping in and like the wraparound, like to the corners. Yeah. It was great.
That's really awesome.
And if that's year 1 in Phoenix, you got to think year 2, 3, get word out there. Yeah. Even for like, get word out there for people to fly in. Like, this can be the end of the year event that you go to every year if you want to go, like, have fun, have drinks, go buy VIP, splurge a little. You're going to be comfortable. You stay at a hotel right there.
You're in AC. It's not hot.
It's not hot. Yeah. You can pick the matches you want to go to and, like, go to it. Mm-hmm. They're night matches. A lot of them are night matches. Yeah. Like, just really good vibes.
Yeah, it looked awesome. And I was excited. I was talking with Josh Glazebrook tonight because I was with you. I was a little nervous.
Yeah, I was like, great, a stadium, but can we get the first row full?
I was like, damn, dude, like, you guys filled it up. This is awesome. And so I think there was 3,000 people on that first night, and then there was just under 7,000 on the second.
That's awesome.
That's great.
The crowd was loud, too, because it's indoors, so they could hear us. Like, we knew they could hear us. Yeah. And we could hear them. So, like, if someone wanted to speak up in the crowd, the music wasn't, like, going loud the whole time. It was, like, Mark talking, and then you could hear us. There was a lot. It felt like the crowd was close to you. Yeah. It was cool.
Yeah. It's a great job, AVP. Yeah. I was thoroughly impressed with what they were able to do.
It seems like everyone was happy
that was the Bally's partnership coming into hand, because Bally's sponsors the Mercury.
Okay.
Brittany Griner's team. X-team?
Maybe. Too soon?
That's brutal. But they had a partnership there, so I think Bally's kind of pushed it, like, go play in this arena. Very cool. And I think they have partnerships with other arenas as well, or teams and arenas. So I'm hoping it turns into something.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you got to think that we're trying to creep closer to, we're at 7 events, trying to creep closer to 10, I would guess. So maybe one or two of those editions will be indoor.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool.
Did you like the 6-team format? Because you had a bye first round.
I
right?
love starting in the semifinals. As much as it's hard playing, obviously, all 4 top seeds lost. Obviously, it's a trap of like, you're not ready to play in the semifinals, mentally and physically. You're just not like amped yet. Whereas the other team got to play a match and get the adrenaline going and stuff. I just thought in that arena and what we had, you don't want to put too many matches. It just confuses fans, and like, just you want them there for the main event. Like, everyone come together, let's put on a good product all at once, rather than like a medium product all day long for 3 days. I'm biased. Of course, if I want to be part of the top 6 and not have all the other teams I have to compete against. But I think it was a good call. I think fans liked it, and as like an invitational or 1 or 2 a year. I don't know if you want to do 3 that are only 6 teams. Like, that's a bit much. I like it as the end of the year, top 6 end of the year. Like, those teams earned it. Yeah. If you do more events, maybe bring more teams in. More. I was even
thinking like, just NCAA. Like, you could take top 8. And make it a more of a
you don't have the buys.
Then you don't have the buys. You can. I mean, I'm sure you can still do that in 2 days. I'm not really sure, but that's still half the normal main draw teams, and then there's maybe a couple more games. But I mean, it went really smoothly. I guess that was just the only other thing I would think of is like maybe they did 8 people, and did it kind of like the NCAA. That was the only other thing.
It would work.
I don't know.
I liked. I was talking with Al before because I did a little preview on it. And I just asked him how he got to the number 6. Yeah. And he said, well, the NBA is, gosh, I forget. It's what, a 32-team league with how many make the playoffs?
Yeah, I think it's
16.
Is it 32?
Maybe it's a 30-team league in the NBA.
NFL is 32, I think.
But it was like, so roughly 40-some% make the playoffs in the NBA.
Right.
42% in MLB. Somewhere around that ballpark. And he goes, well, our normal draws are 16, so 6 40%. Teams out of 16 is roughly that kind of 40% threshold. Cool. So if you're doing a postseason format, it was a good explanation. I thought that was perfect.
I think you invite the teams that are competing to win events every weekend. Teams that didn't show that they're really even going to compete to win. Those are the ones that I think it's appropriate to leave out. And I think we had those teams there. I think the only player that is part of that group but wasn't invited until Phil got sick was Andy.
Yeah.
Andy won Austin.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
He's the only one that was out of it that like really showed like, okay, this guy's competing to win.
Yeah.
This particular season.
Yeah.
And that, every year that's going to change for sure.
And I like about Phoenix that they rewarded teams being teams, because the only reason Andy wasn't there was because he played with Phil and he played with Miles, and I like that they're incentivizing a team element.
Except for Zana and Pavin.
Well, their explanation for that was fine, I thought, because Zana and Brandy earned a spot, so it's not like them bringing Pavin in had taken a spot from someone else, because Zana had it, so that was cool. But yeah, I mean, you're right that. Yeah,
but also at the same time, it's like you don't want Zana to lose a spot because she earned it.
Exactly.
So it's like the Olympics.
Yeah.
Realistically, Taylor can't play. Do you sub me and Trevor in? Yeah, that's probably the best bet, right? But no, you
can't
let
take
Jake keep his spot and he gets to bring someone in.
Yeah.
But like we were playing great ball at the end of the Olympic qualifying, and it would have made more sense to let us play, but I think when you earn the spot, you get to keep it.
Yeah. So I thought the whole thing was
good stuff. And
well
fans
done.
that didn't show up, if you want to, like, end of the year, have fun, just unique event, very comfortable when you're there. Let's all meet in Phoenix. They need to have an after party set, I think, for fans and everyone, because it ends on a Saturday too.
Vegas.
So for once,
that'd be really cool.
We can actually like go out on Saturday and like
Yeah.
you know the teams that are winning can party with everyone.
Yeah. Taylor Sander invited everyone
He did.
because we're
Oh,
partying.
did he?
It's like,
I
let's party.
went. It was interesting.
He grabbed the mic after Mark interviewed me. He was like, "Let's go party."
There was throwing up in taxis on the way back. There was sleeping in the clubs, and all by that team. No. Hey, it was proper though.
Probably, yeah.
They earned
They
it.
won. They
They
earned
Earned
it.
it.
And then I guess, we'll close up the Phoenix thing with obviously the Casey Patterson.
Yeah.
Everything with that was so cool.
That was epic.
Yeah.
That was literally the best way you could possibly go. Because the lights turned off. It was like an NBA
so
intro.
cool.
The
And
whole
Geeter's just
Jumbotron.
insane. Yeah, he's
Geeter's got the
great.
whole crowd. Couldn't have been better for Casey. And I'm super happy for him. I think everyone was like emotional in the stands. Like, I was gonna go say hi to Casey, but I can't hold my shit together right now. I'll say hi later. His like wife's crying. All his kids are with him. 18-year career.
Yeah.
Like that guy's poured his heart and soul into it. And he's been so good for our sport too. Like showing other players how to like bring out their energy and like entertain the fans and engage with fans. He obviously won 18 times, which is crazy. And yeah, you could tell he's like hanging on with all he can, but he's got 5 kids and not on the world tour and should be retired. So it was proper. I was happy for him.
Someone asked here why did Casey hang it up? Well, I mean, I feel
It was
like it's
just
just
time.
time.
Yeah.
The 5th baby just came and
Yeah, he can't train full time. Like
He can't train
So-
part time.
he can barely train part time, and he has to be putting in twice as much time at his age. And as you saw in the match, like his vert wasn't ever that high, but it was just getting lower and lower, and he still played well.
He's still ding Chase on the head.
That was funny. I was like, you should have made that your last swing. Just walk off, because that was like in the deuces, right? Like towards the end. Yeah. Anyway, happy for Casey.
Yeah.